So let's start at the beginning. When did you? How long have you been playing basketball for?
Started playing organized basketball starting maybe 8th grade. Didn't get much time as a 8th grade, even though I was the tallest person on the team. It was kind of weird. And then based on high school, I started getting more minutes, and then I played JV 2 years, and then varsity 2 years, and then I came here.
In terms of what was it about Macon that drew you to come here as opposed to other schools?
Originally, it was just because I just want to be not too far away from home, but close enough where I can go back, over weekends. And I don't know, just like the family atmosphere when I came in, Coach brought me here, and the guys were just like real, like close knit. Plus, they gave me steak that day, and I thought we got steak forever, like on campus.
Okay.
As a meal, but that didn't happen.
Gotcha. So you kind of came here beforehand for like basketball. Did you get to do any like camps or anything here?
I came to them when we played Roanoke, and just watching them play, like it was a blowout. And I remember at halftime, it was like a half-court shot at the buzzer, and so I was like, okay, these guys are pretty good. Definitely want to come here.
So that was one of the memorable things, one of the things that just kind of stapled it in your head to.
It was like just because I remember Mom was recording the game. And it was kind of embarrassing because like, everybody's like, "Why are they recording the game?" Like, all right, Mom, put it away. But like just going back and watching it after that, it was just real sweet. So
that's pretty cool. And your first like 2 years here, like freshman and sophomore years, your underclassmen years playing basketball. Talk about those a little bit, just in terms of playtime and stuff like that.
I mean, for coming in freshman year, I think everybody wants to come and play. And so it was kind of tough when like we had a senior, Jeremy Dixon. He was just second team all conference the year before, so I really wasn't expecting him to play like starting. But I wanted to play minutes, but it really didn't happen. So I mean, I just worked in the off season. I remember going to sophomore year, we went to Chile, so that really helped me as far as developing, playing against international talent, like they're playing for national teams. So like playing against them really helped, and then sophomore year I got my chance to start. And we had 2 good seasons then, 20 wins each, but we just never got past the first round of that tournament, so it was kind of rough as far as that aspect.
And that was freshman year?
Freshman and sophomore.
Freshman and sophomore. Cool. And talk about maybe like one of the highlights from either freshman or sophomore year for you. Like what were big points from that time?
Sophomore year, I think we played Hampton City. It was the Hampton City game. I just had a real good game. I had, I think, 16 points and I know I had a double-double, so, I mean, it was just like all the hard work that over the summer, working out almost every day, lifting, it just showed me that it was paying off, so it was just really important for me to have a good game, especially against our rivals. So.
Yeah. That's really cool. So, let's see. Last year you guys had a really good season. I mean, you did this year too, but can you tell me about just like your transition into getting more time, I guess, last year, and then just the season that you guys had?
I mean, it was kind of weird coming in, having a new coach, so we had to learn a whole new system. But after like the first couple of weeks, even preseason, just the first couple of weeks, we bought into the system of what he was trying to do, and like. He really wants to focus on defense, and then our defense will lead to our offense, and that really helped us last year because, I mean, we had just lost the Player of the Year a couple years from the year before, Justin Short. So we all had to band together and make it more of a team game, wasn't just one person. So I think just having a new coach and just buying into the system early helped us have a good season.
Okay. Any particular personal highlights from that season that you remember distinctly, or?
I mean, just the whole trip to the Final Four. Just as a team, that was amazing. Cause like we weren't expected to like go that far. Like we were expected maybe to lose first 2 rounds or something. We just kept beating like teams like this. Franklin Marshall was a Final Four team the year before us. So just to beat them to get to the Final Four was just amazing. And like the whole experience, like they made us go to elementary school, like read the kids, and like. That's awesome. Like it was sweet.
Yeah, it was really cool. I didn't actually even know about that. So the whole experience of being at the games for the Final Four, how is it a different atmosphere than what it is normally?
I mean, it's different schools. Like normally we're playing schools from the eastern region. Like we played against a Wisconsin team, and you don't think they would bring like their fans here? They had more fans than anybody there. We had teams from the ODAT, 2 teams from the ODAT, and they had more fans than us combined easily. It was just crazy. The atmosphere, they're just screaming. It's a good experience. I'll never forget it.
So, I guess on a side note, you got to read to children like at elementary school?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, like obviously the kindergartners, so like obviously as soon as they see me, they're like looking up and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be weird. So you're just reading a book and they're just like staring at you, like 20 eyes are staring at you. It's amazing. And then like they had a ball inside the room. We just started teaching them passing drills. We went out on the playground and played with them. It was crazy.
And what elementary school was this?
It was in Roanoke. I can't remember which one it was. It was one of the maybe it was West Roanoke School. I can't remember, but it was just amazing. The kids were outrageous.
So it's kind of like one of those celebrity status kind of things you get to go and.
Yeah, they all asked autographs afterwards, which was weird.
Yeah, it was really cool. I wouldn't have expected anything like that actually. All right, so that covers maybe most of the stuff up through junior year. This was your final year, obviously. So talk about that a little bit in terms of what it's like. I mean, thinking, this is your last year playing with RMC and everything like that.
I mean, just not me and myself. It was like 7 seniors. Like we went through we came in with 10 and I had 7. Like to come out with 7 was just amazing. Like this like the first time we've had like more than 2 seniors in like the last 3 or 4 years. So we just wanted to we had accomplished almost everything we wanted except for winning the ODAC championship. So that was our main focus this year. Even before getting back to the NCAA tournament, we just really wanted to win the ODAC championship. And so we practiced maybe harder than we've ever practiced in my 4 years here. We really, and it just showed because we were maybe the #1 team in defense in the country as far as scoring, and we just really worked our butts off and it paid off.
Anything you're going to remember in particular about this year as opposed to other years?
Just winning that championship, honestly, because I mean that moment, when those seconds were taken off, and we knew that there was no one was gonna stop us, and we won the ODAC championship. It was just amazing. That's just and we walked all the 17 just walked out on the court, and finally we were able to touch the trophy. It was just amazing. So.
Do you feel like there's any legacy that you're leaving behind for you and the other seniors here, for some of the other guys on the team?
I mean, I think we left a mark. We definitely left a mark. I think that we also laid a foundation for what it takes to win for the next few years, because we're leaving a lot of guys that just are gonna play just as good as we did, we did. So hopefully they can win over that championship just like us, maybe more than one. Surpass our legacy, hopefully.
Surpass your legacy. So you're kind of leaving a challenge out there for him. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Were there any disappointments that you've had from playing here? I mean, whether it's a game that you didn't perform too well in or anything that you remember?
I think anytime you have a bad game, you kind of feel disappointed in yourself. But after freshman year, I was okay, even if I have a bad game, if we win the game, the win is more important. And just as far as disappointments, I guess just never getting past the first round of the ODAC tournament. The first 2 years, we would always get knocked out the first round. And I just think if we had did that, we would make the NCAA tournament probably all 4 years if we had gotten out the first round. So it's kind of rough, but you can't look back on it now.
Mm-hmm. Sure. So I guess this is going to jump back a lot. I guess when you transitioned from high school to college, did you envision playing basketball all 4 years? You pretty much knew, or?
I knew that was one of my main things. Like wherever college I went to, I wanted to play basketball all 4 years because it's just something I love. It's something I want to continue doing. So I just wanted to come play and make it like an integral part of the team.
And then, in terms of being a part of the team, how do you, aside from your position on the team, obviously, what do you feel your role has been in the team in terms of growth or just building the team?
I mean, as far as just playing, just trying to play as hard as I can, and like in practice, just pushing the guys behind me. I know Dylan Cole, probably gonna be starting next year. I just want him to get better. Like from freshman year to sophomore, he's gotten so much better. Like he frustrated me this year, scoring on me. It was just really weird. I was like, all right, this is ridiculous. You gotta stop doing it. So I mean, I just wanted to push the guys and just hopefully just get them better. That was our focus this year. Every practice we wanted to get better than what we were the day before. And I think we accomplished that.
Very nice. So, what are you going to do after school? Like, are you still going to be playing basketball somewhere, or what do you hope to do?
I'm hoping to try to get some tries to play overseas, hopefully. I'm going to start talking to people now. I know some people who play overseas from home. I played against this guy who plays overseas now in Spain. So I'm going to try to get some tries there. And if not, I'll still play somewhere. Backyard or something.
Do you have any other career aspirations? Like if you don't get to play overseas?
I'm hoping to write a novel. I want to be an author. So
yeah, cool.
Just trying to keep working on that. I'm trying to work on one for 4 years. Kind of hard with basketball all the time. Now that I don't have it, I got some time.
Yeah. So you've started already then, I guess. Do you have do you want to talk about it a little bit, like what it's about, or
just simply fiction, man?
Just
fiction.
Straight fiction.
Good versus evil, typical stuff. Maybe with a little twist.
Very nice. And so I guess that kind of jumps into, you're an English major. Is that what kind of, did you know you're going to be an English major when you came here, or was that?
I mean, originally when I was growing up, I wanted to be a video game designer. Then I realized that it takes math and science, and I was like, okay, that's going to work. So then 10th grade, I just started writing, and I was like, okay, this might be cool. And then took some class in college, I was like, English major is probably the best way for me to go.
Do you have any minors or just English major?
Just English major.
And then what about other activities on campus? Is there anything else that you're involved in? I know basketball is a huge commitment, and
it's really tough to do anything else. Yeah. I mean, I try to any type of fundraising people are doing, painting some patients, stuff like that. I try to get to that, knowing that I can't walk for real of life because I'm too busy playing basketball. I just try to do as much as I can.
Okay, pretty cool. Is there anything that you would have liked to have gotten involved in that maybe you just didn't have a chance to while you were here?
Honestly, probably the newspaper.
Newspaper. Actually, that pretty much covers it for all my questions, actually. So, closing up on everything, we've got 3 months left. What are your days going to be filled with now?
Work.
I mean, keep working.
Pretty much, just work, trying to find a job, trying to get something for after school. Because, I'm pretty sure you come your freshman year, next time you blink your eyes, you're a senior.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I felt. It's all right, this is ridiculous. My mom's starting to cry and stuff. It's just real weird. So just working, man. Just working.